Now this is what they've waited for. January of 2015. That's the last time Mikaela Shiffrin did not win a slalom that she competed in on the World Cup. And now going for 10 in a row in front of the family and friends here in Vermont.
Many years she would say she'd get the rhythm in the course of the first 10 turns. She told us between runs she doesn't want to wait. She wants to get it early on. She's already lost 0.2 of a second. Where Shiffrin gets it done, it's where it gets difficult on the pitch. Look at this, just like clockwork, the precision. This is controlled skiing for Shiffrin.
Leading by over half a second. Crowd roaring as she brings it to the bottom. Mikaela Shiffrin, the winner on the home snow in Killington.
Carried the weight of a nation, but at a lower level, not in front of 60,000 in a World Championship slalom.
Hirscher told me, though, he said, the reason I'm skiing so well is because I constantly get pushed by skiers like Ted Ligety in giant slalom, by my friend Felix Neureuter in slalom. He thrives on that kind of push, that rivalry.
And dropping back just a little bit. You sense any hesitation in the skiing?
Well, this looks like all out, and that's the only choice he has. He's got to go all out. Neureuter's already put down a good time. If he can come away off this pitch without a mistake, that'll be a gold medal for him.
Ooh, just a little bit of trouble there, so quick.
Such a natural skier, so relaxed. That's exactly what you have to be, back in his tails.
He said he let it. Only one medal did he want, but the Austrians are looking for a gold medal, and Hirscher delivers.
Oh, what a run.
I don't know how he stood up to that pressure, but now Marcel Hirscher, after 2 weeks of being badgered by the media and the fans, can celebrate.
Beat Voigt, and get this, 5'7", 165 pounds. So we're back to that theme. Can a guy like this win this? Well, he certainly won it yesterday in the Super Combined. He was the fastest skier in the downhill portion.
Yeah, he has all the factors. He has fast skis. He has that relaxed kind of feeling where he lets the skis go a little bit, lets go of that steering wheel. One thing to also note, they will be loud. This is almost a home game for him. He just lives 75 kilometers away from Wengen, so they will come out in force, not only for the Swiss, but for this guy.
He has been such a pleasure to watch this year, and very un-Swiss-like in his demeanor, very lighthearted. And now you can hear the crowd start to build as he enters the Hundschalf. Voigt's in touch, 300s back. And now he'll drop off the Hundschalf, the line here critical.
And this is where he won the combined downhill just by taking risks and being relaxed. And that's huge air off the Hundschalf. Oh, wild off the Midge-Conti, but gets it on the left ski very quickly.
And look at the time already. Voigt's up by a half second.
And now he has to breathe if he can, calm himself down, be patient, wait as long as possible before hitting that left ski right there.
And just rolls it up, making it look easy. The speed going in, good going out. 81 kilometers. He's found himself a new number, the Big 8. And so now Reichelt's time in jeopardy. Voigt's up by a half second.
And now he's got a little bit weight on his skis, make sure they're taking off, but look at the high line. Give him room at the top of these Super G turns to be smooth through the ruts that are developing.
This section here filled with traps and everyone getting caught in them besides Reichelt.
And smooth as silk. He's relaxed. Look at the speed.
And so now in this part of the order, we will get full coverage of these runs. And Beat Voigt from, and the lead has gone. No egregious errors, but the lead, it is a dead heat.
So while other downhills are now ending, he's got 30 seconds of pain, and it's even going in with Reichelt.
And the Kugel Blitz has named the ball of fire, not known for his fitness. So this is a concern.
It starts with a good setup. Get close to that fence on the right and nail that right-hand turn and set up.
And look at that, he goes in there fearlessly. Beat Foyt's gonna keep it close, and he's got the lead. And so with that victory that he takes away from Bodie Miller and 4 others, he also takes the overall lead. Final skier, Marley Shield now.
Leaves the gate with over a half second. Has won 2 races by over a second this year already.
She only knows one speed, and that is the top speed, and she's building on her advantage. 7/10 now.
She does not believe in holding back. She's more comfortable pushing it to the edge. Again, her strength, never a change in momentum, always carrying the speed down the hill.
Just making it look easy. She's already 7,700s up.
A little mistake there going on in the flat, Steve. Not quite as clean as Reich, but still hauling freight.
Marley Shield knows just what to do, and she does it in Austria.
Vaughn looks down from the gate. They're going to let her out, and here comes Lindsey Vonn trying to add another great event to this incredible comeback.
There has been any weakness in Vonn skiing this year, it has been on her right-footed turns. That was her bad knee, but it's mainly that she just leans in a little bit there and has slid out sometimes. And that wasn't perfectly clean skiing, and it is reflected in the time.
Yeah, she was a little off balance there, 3/10 off. We'll see if she's lost some more time in the next split. And she has, so now about 4/10 off the pace of Hooter.
Remember, she was advised to really pin it. A lot of wind in the midsection. That's much more wind than we saw in the racers just recently. The wind has picked up.
Officials have held back skiers multiple times today, and as Vonn got in the gate, a big gust came down, and she went off down the race. And now it's made up some time, is just 3/100ths off of Hooter.
I was going to say, this is where she can shine, and she did pretty well coming on to I-70, carried that speed, that low tuck lower than anyone else.
Lindsey Vonn comes to the screaming contingent of fans and goes into the lead by a 10th.
Unbelievable. She was out of the race at mid.
Austria will have something to say. We do know that this morning, Reichelt, much like Christoph Innerhofer, hard just to get out of bed because his back issues. Hard to even walk. They gave him some painkillers, and now off he goes.
The great Franz Klammer, who won this 4 times, puts his money on Reichelt. Talk about pressure. Franz Klammer wants you to win. The Kaiser is betting on you. And that is excellent skiing. A technician took the Bodie line, held the Bodie line. What does he do? How close can he get to this gate? That is excellent.
And Hannes Reichelt, a distant cousin of Hermann Maier, a second cousin. He's been second place year after year, a man that always comes up a little bit short. Look at him go now. The Austrian in the lead by a half second, now into the Larkenschuss.
And you can see him, he's probably got the word that through that turn, you better stand up. The line, the carving, critical here, not as critical as aerodynamics. He's through safe.
And he needs to keep it tight here. Svindal outweighs him by 30 pounds. He's losing time.
Well, it's going to take all of his technical expertise to stay in front of Svindal. Look at that, as quiet as we've heard through those tough turns.
Says when he was 8 years old, when he was napping, he won Kitzbühel, but he's never done it in real life, and he's got a nice lead going. He's built it back.
Well, if he comes through the lead, he can nap for a year. There he is in early, needs to get low. Look at him put his head down.
Almost 3,000 days since the Austrians have won Kitzbühel, and now within meters of the finish, Hannes Reichelt has the green light. Svindal looking for victory. Hannes Reichelt will get it in Austria.
Stiza. 52 stotink sekunde ima prednosti pred Štangasingerjem. Dajmo Jure. No, to so nedvomno trenutki, v katerih je Jure Košir v Kranjski Gori vedno sanjal. Množica, ki ga čaka, vodstvo v prvem teku. Upamo, da bo znal v tem uživati. Zaenkrat zelo dobro, zelo dobro. To bi, takšno smučanje bi zaenkrat lahko da se zadostovalo, vendar vse glavne pasti ga še čakajo. Samo da pride čim prej do cilja. Hiter kot Štangasinger. Ima približno isto, vendar je Štangasinger v spodnjem delu ogromno prednosti zapravil. V zgornjem delu je izgubil vsega 103 stotinke in seveda ima še veliko do spola in to mislim, da je zmaga. Če ne bo napake, je to zmaga. Še nekaj vrat. Še nekaj sekund na slošjo di predstavlja. Jure Košir je zmagovalec! Jure Košir je zmagovalec Kranjske Gore. Njegova druga zmaga za svetovni pokal. 4. slovenski uspeh v moškem alpskem smučanju v Kranjski Gori. Nepozabimo, da sta tukaj. 5 let na to zmago in jo doživel tam, kjer je najslajše. 5 let po zmagi v Madoni di Campigno je Košir ponovno zmagovalec. To so najlepši trenutki.
Maximilian Blardone trains on his own, left the Italian team to pay his own way, to do it his own way, and now only one man to rely on track is Blardone himself.
You see the intensity in the start in the eyes, and I can't imagine a more pressure-filled moment standing in the gates before they say, okay, all clear.
Blardone 23 hundredths to work with. It seemed that Simoncelli down on the bottom is where he made the rest of the field pay.
You know, you might see a guy that is pushing it to a limit, but I don't think you see a guy who's pressuring himself to make mistakes. He's not over-attacking this course. Almost lost that downhill ski. Another fine recovery right there.
Knowing he's made the mistake, how will Blardone respond? Has a reputation of skiing over-aggressive, and now knowing he's lost some time.
No, I think to me he's skiing with control. He's skiing within himself.
And the 30-year-old Blardone.
He only got a tuck down here, Blardone to the finish.
He's going to keep it close with Simoncelli. It is Blardone. So Simoncelli and Blardone have gone 1-2 before, and they do it again. The Italians taking it here on the Grand Risa, and Blardone doing it with style.
Schifrin can pick up her second world title at the age of 19.
She used her renowned touch and timing to perfection on run 1. It wasn't a perfect run. She made some mistakes, but she was all over it. Absolutely balanced from top to bottom.
The 4/10 advantage over Hansdotter, who's got the lead right now. That's the cushion that she has to play with, but she's lost some time already and is behind.
Super careful on top, wasn't she? Now she got to let it go. She did it on run one. She needs to do it again down here. Hansdotter kept up with her on the bottom half, though.
Tremendous pressure to try to satisfy those hometown fans who await Michaela Schifrin at the bottom of the hill. 3 100s back of Hansdotter is going to have to make it up here.
She's got to let it go down here. There we go. Now some speed.
Schifrin to the line. Is it going to be enough? Yes!
Here it is, Franz Klammer, wearing number 15, the greatest downhiller, many people say, of all time.
Well, Frankie knows what he has to do because most of the tough competition has already gone ahead of him. He's the last man in the first seating group of 15. He knows Brucey is in first place. He knows what he has to do. You can be sure with all the pressure that's riding on his shoulders that he had trouble right there. Trouble by Klammer right on the top. Trouble again, Frank. He's right on the edge.
And he's right on the edge, and there's that intermediate time, and he's just 2/100ths of a second behind Rusi.
And even with those mistakes, Franz Klammer, though, has a tendency to really come on strong at the bottom of half of downhills. But the pressure on him is tremendous. Bernard Rusi sitting at the bottom of first place. Klammer almost went down, Frank.
Dodger said he's on the edge. Believe me, he is on the edge of disaster, and he knows what he has to do. Look at him fly.
So remember one thing, he's carrying a lot of speed down that mountain. We saw him almost go into the nets, but he's still going.
His intermediate time now will appear on the right. Rusi's will be on the left as we pick up that second intermediate time. The Austrian fans at the bottom of the hill are going crazy.
And Franz Klammer certainly cannot be accused of doing anything but attacking. Look at him go for it.
And he's still 100ths of a second behind Rusi. He has got to let it go.
He's all over this mountain. 2/10 he has to make up on the lower part of the mountain. Franz Klammer is really going to have to move if he's going to catch Rusi. He's almost out in the hay bales.
And into the bear turn. He'll go over the Johannes path, and then he'll head for home. You'll see Rusi's time come up on the left, Klammer's on the right.
He's going to have to do it right down here at the bottom, Frank. Here he catches a lot more air.
This is it. This is for the gold medal.
Franz Klammer is really going to have to pour it out. Look at him get in that tuck.
Rusi's time on the left, Klammer on the right. Klammer has done it. This crowd has gone crazy. Franz Klammer has overtaken Bernard Rusi. An incredible race. Oh.
Without a doubt, I'll tell you, Frank, I've never seen so much pressure put on one man in my entire life. Tried to get all of Austria really wondering if this idol can do it. He won 4 of the last 5 downhills. He won 8 last year. He won the biggest one of his life this year. Or at least he's in first place right now.
Franz Klammer with an incredible race.